Hey, YouTube family. How are you? And happy Thursday. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. And I'm Valerie. I'm a transformational coach. And here on my channel, I help high achieving women cultivate healing and rebuild their self-worth. So on today's video, I wanted to share with you a topic entitled How to Become the Best Version of Yourself. How to become the best version of yourself. Now I know we all hear about, being well-rounded and being whole, and like I want to say, becoming the best version of yourself. We've all heard of that. But let's just be clear. Let's just know that that's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that happens quickly. It's not something that, becoming the best version of yourself means that you have to transform from where you are, where you were, to something new. So it's a journey. It's a journey, which means it's a process. So I want to share with you 4 steps that I use in my own personal transformation and things that helped me to go from the Valerie of yesterday to the Valerie of today and beyond. So I want to share with you 4 steps, again, that I use in my own personal transformation. Number 1, the first step that I use, or the first step just in general that anyone I believe should use, is mindset. Mindset is top tier. It is pivotal. I believe that it's hard to do almost anything of kingdom quality if your mindset is not in the right position. So mindset is the very top tier step that I use in becoming a better version of myself. Just the way we think, the things that we tell ourselves, our belief system, the things that we believe, all of this makes up your mindset. And your mindset could come from a lot of different things. It could come from childhood trauma. It could come from the way you was parented. Maybe perhaps you had a parent that was very domineering or controlling, or what they call the helicopter parent. Or perhaps you was in a very bad relationship. You came out of a bad divorce or a toxic relationship that was traumatic for you, or your childhood was traumatic, or you dealt with bullying as a kid, and it traumatized you, or you lived, in a very poor state, or whatever the situation may be. But our mindset is developed and formed by past traumas, experiences, things that happen to us, things that, we witness, all of those different things. So first thing we want to do is transform our mind. We have to learn to reprogram our mind, reset our mindset. And that's something that it actually took years to form. So I'm not saying that it would have to take years to change your mindset, but I am saying that it is a process and a journey. So one might say, well, Valerie, okay, you say mindset. I need to change my mindset or reprogram my mindset. Well, how do I do that? Well, one of the main ways of doing that is just by what you tell yourself. The words that you allow come out of your mouth, the words that you speak. Words are powerful. They're invisible, but they're powerful. You can't see them. You speak them, but I'm a firm believer. What you put out into the atmosphere is like a boomerang, comes right back. So when you just say negative things, when you're full of negativity and you speak negative words, and you be careful about what you listen to and what you allow come out of your mouth and the words that you say. So that's one way that you can help to reframe your mindset. Okay, and number 2, the second step that I use outside of mindset, and it's a whole lot that comes with that. I'm just touching the surface of it. But the number 2 step that I use in transforming and just becoming a better version of myself is the company you keep. You need to really be intentional about the company you keep. Now, I don't know the saying, I'm paraphrasing, I'm not quoting, but it's a saying that you're the sum total of the 5 or 6 people that you have in your company, something to that degree, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That's so true. We have to be intentional about who we allow in our personal space. We have to be intentional about, the company we keep, especially if these people are negative, or if they're prone to be naysayers, or they're negative they naysayers, they're not supportive, all of the above, anything that's negative, bad energy, whatever you want to call it. Be intentional about the company you keep and those that you allow to be in your personal space. Now, I realize that, we have to go to work and we're in certain situations that where we can't always control who's in our space, at least temporarily. But even on a job where you might have to go to work and you work with someone that's possibly not the most positive person, but you can't control how much time you spend around them as much as possible. Just be intentional about it. If you have to spend some form of time with them, do what you have to do to get your job done, or whatever the case may be. If it's the exchange of children, if you have minor children and you're separated and you have to go meet an ex-spouse or something, and the relationship is turbulence everywhere. So just do what you need to do, but be very mindful of it and limit it as much as possible. So be very cautious and intentional about the company you keep, the people you allow in your inner circle, and the conversations that you allow your ears and your eyes to see and hear. Okay, guys, hopefully my phone won't die. I just got a little message there, so sorry about that. So number 2 is, just be intentional, be careful or mindful of the company you keep. Okay, number three would be, decide, what do you want? What do you want out of life? Make a decision to decide, what do I want? What makes me happy? Make a decision. Once we get our mindset in order, or we're working on it, once we're intentional, number 2, about the company we keep and what we're hearing and what we allow in our space. And number 3 is, decide, what do you want out of life? What do you want? What do you want to be? How do you, what is it that you want out of life? And write that statement down. Write down, what is it that you want? Make a decision about that. So once you know what you want, then you can set a plan to get there. And then I would say number 4, execution. Execute on that, whatever it is. If you want more joy, do something about it. If you want a different job, you're not happy where you are, do something about it. If you don't like where you live, do something about it. It's something that we could do. We can always take one step. You might not have it all laid out. You might not have the funds and the resources to do everything, but we all can do something. We live in a Google society. If you want to Google and research information, if you need to speak with someone, but we need to make decisions. It's no longer, what I found with myself is that you don't want to be a damsel in distress. Do something to help yourself. And so I always say number 4, execute. Execute on that, whatever it is. Take that one step towards whatever it is you want, or towards, if it's, of a bad circumstance you're in, whatever the case may be, but execute. So those are the 4 things that I use for my own personal transformation, and it's just so much more to that. But I wanted to share with you the 4 things that I use to help me become a better version of Valerie today. And like I say, I'm going higher. This is just the beginning. But number 1, mindset. I learned to reprogram my mindset and reset my mindset. Number 2, I watch the company I keep. Anyone cannot come and be in my personal space for elongated time, especially if they're negative. Number 3, I made a decision to decide what it is. What do you want, Valor? What do you want out of life? I made a decision. And number 4, I'm executing. I would say that. So those are the 4 steps that I took in becoming a better version of myself. And I want to share that with you. Those are 4 steps that you can implement and use in reprogramming your mindset, rethinking things, just becoming a better version. We're getting ready to embark on a new year, 2024. And we don't want to wait till January 1st to start saying, oh, what do I want to do? I want to lose weight. I want to move. I want a new car. Let's start putting those things in action now. Let's start working on that inner self now. More than anything, all the other stuff is external, but we want to work on our inner self. Let's get our minds right. Let's work on our heart. Let's get the inner core right first, and then all the other stuff will come to be. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. It's been about a week that I hadn't posted. I said it's time for me to talk to my tribe on YouTube. So I just wanted to come to you today. I hope you got something out of the message of what I want to share today. And as always, please subscribe to my channel. I would love if you subscribe. Please like and share. And I will see you on the next video. Be blessed. Bye-bye.